Everybody's favorite races next on the Castrol GTX Cup Series Tour. It's the Irwin Tools Night Race at Bristol. 25 laps around this track of craziness. Zed Weinstein on the pole. John Douglas starts second. Starting third. Row 2, Ken Johnson and Kendrick Walker. Row 3, Matthew Rodriguez and Johnny Gardner. Row 4, Richard Anderson and Matthew Haggard. Sorry, I got those mixed up. And 25 laps of craziness starts now. John Douglas gets a good jump on Zed Weinstein in the 44. And look at 3 wide for the lead already. Ken Johnson racing here in his first laps here at Bristol, and he leads the first lap from the third starting spot. Matthew Rodriguez now moves into second position. In the third is Richard Anderson. We barely saw his car. And here they come out of the second turn, working the third lap. "135 miles an hour around Bristol." That's the lap. That was the pole speed for this race. That's not out of the fourth turn. Both cars sliding around a little bit. Ken Johnson, Matthew Rodriguez. Let's give you a field rundown. Richard Anderson, Kendrick Walker, John Douglas, C.J. Sorensen, Jasmine Acosta, Fred Christopher, Zed Weinstein, Colin Cropley, Ryan Cooper. There's Matthew Haggard, Dougie Shears, Dalton Day, Adam Chambers following Dougie Shears, Dylan Petit, Andrew Baranda, Trevor Reinhardt getting passed by Aaron Reed in the 78. Trey Campbell and Chris Thornton. Let's say we take a lap around Bristol. What do you say, guys? From the roof cam of Derek Walker's car, the Quaker State Ford Retro 92 paint scheme. And Derek stuck on the high side. You do not want that at Bristol. Smacks the wall a little bit. Now he's on the inside in the fast lane right there, going by Trey Campbell from the cockpit of Derek Walker's car from the inside. Boy, rough racing here in Bristol, Tennessee. You heard Derek had to get out of the throttle a little bit. And there he is in the 26 car, right there, and behind him is Nick Knotts in the 2 car. Let's get back to the front. Ken Johnson still leads the race with Matthew Rodriguez in the second position. Sorry for the blurry vision. But the laps take very quick time here at Bristol, about 14-15 seconds. In this case, about 14. When they're flying around this place. Out of the second turn there, Ken Johnson still leads. He's led every lap so far. He started third. That's the kicker. Matthew Rodriguez. You have an onboard camera from his car too. Inside the car of Matthew Rodriguez. Boy, Matthew knows, he knows it's right there. Victory is right there in front of him. He can just get close to him at least. He knows that 14 car of Ken Johnson is strong as they come down to the turn. And that was about 20 laps complete, I think. May have been 20. Ken Johnson still leading him down there. Matthew Rodriguez. Richard Anderson still runs third. There's the copter view. Matthew Rodriguez closing in again. I don't know if he's got anything for Ken Johnson though. There they come through the turn. Ken Johnson still leading him down. There's the spectator view, what they see. I believe that was the white flag. One more to go for Ken Johnson. Matthew Rodriguez trying to close in again a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. Ken Johnson has won the Irwin Tools 500 here at Bristol. And here's the final running order. Matthew Rodriguez finishes second. Richard Anderson third. Kendrick Walker fourth. John Douglas fifth. C.J. Sorensen sixth. Seventh is Jasmine Acosta. Eighth, Fred Christopher. Ninth, Zed Weinstein. And 10th, Colin Cropley. Here's the rest of the running order. Ryan Cooper, a good point save for him, finishing 11th. Matthew Haggard, Dalton Day, Dougie Shears, Dylan Petit, Andrew Baranda, Aaron Reed, Trevor Reinhart, Chris Dallerton, and Mark Matthews, the top 20. And here's how the rest of the finishers come out. Jacob Rodriguez, another horrible day, 35th again. I don't know what they're going to do with his car. There's several of them I don't know what they're going to do. But the Tony Stewart car to victory lane, Ken Johnson dominates the Irwin Tools Night Race at Bristol. And there's here's how the points are right now. Dylan Petit now leads by 5 points over Ken Walker. Close, close, close. Ryan Cooper third, Richard Anderson fourth, John Douglas fifth, Fred Christopher sixth in the points right now. Matthew Rodriguez, Nick Knotts, Ken Johnson moves up to the ninth, and Aaron Reed in the top 10 in the points chase. Here's the rest of the top 20 in the points chase right now. There's the rest of the order. 621 points separated first through 35th. So if that means anything. Like I said, there's a lot of drivers who wants to forget this first season and hopes for better results in the second season. Next stop, Darlington, South Carolina for the Mountain Dew Southern 500.